Okay, today we're going to wean some calves. I can't wean them all that's ready, but I've got some sold the end of October. So I'm going to wean 8 or 10 steers. I got 7 sold, so he can pick out of like 10. And this is a poor man's way of having corrals. They're all portable. I use the round bales, the truck, whatever I can get that's close. And I'm only weaning steers. I'm going to wean a couple of the big heifers. But most of the time, I wean more at a time than this, but I don't have my other barn cleaned out. So I'm kind of limited on space. And we never put over 4 calves to a pen when I'm weaning. So we'll show you that. And then we're going to wean them and then vaccinate them. And then we're going to go to the other barn and get 3 or 4 calves, and then we'll vaccinate them. And that'll be this part of the video for the day. If you notice, the yellow tags are the heifers and the orange tags are the steers. And so we'll take them in and then have to bring a couple back because I'm not going to wean all of them. But I'm going to wean the 4 steers and 1 heifer. Our plans are they're going to run right down that fence, right down my alley there, and then they'll go right in the barn.
Don't get me on that thing now. I don't want to be on that. You want to leave that one?
Yeah. What's this one doing? Yeah, I will wean that one. We'll let that go.
That's a good looking.
She'll go back in. Come on now, let them turn.
Oh, she's already in that field over there.
How about that?
There you go.
Let's just lean it against the trailer.
All right.
You gonna work them or not?
Huh?
Are you gonna work them or not?
Don't open it.
Is it alright to let him out?
Mm-hmm. These go outside.
Okay. Those coming this way, Gary?
Yes.
You want this gate open?
Yes. Now that's a group of calves that a lot of them was nursing heifers and didn't grow good and misfits, so I just keep them around, and this fall we'll work them in, and they'll sell better either this fall or I'll sell them next spring to turn out on grass. But that's why they're a little, they don't look good because they was, most of them were really heavy. What we're going to do here, it's another group of cows. We're going to just take, I think there's 5 steers in here and a heifer I'm going to go ahead and wean. So I'm going to let the cows go back to the field, back where they were. Most of the time they come out on their own. Sometimes they'll give me some trouble, but let's go, girls. Just can't get nervous around them. You gotta kind of let them think they're in control. And believe it or not, they are. Once again, the orange tags in the calves are steer calves, and the yellow tags are the heifers. Come on, boys. Come on. Well, I'm gonna have to see if I can get some of them out. Come on, girls. Most of the time the cows come out first, and then you gotta get the calves in a little tighter corner and separate them because they don't listen as good. Come on, girl. Well, we probably have to put them in the barn and separate them out.
tags did you say were which, Gary?
The yellow or the heifers, and the orange or the steers.
Okay.
Stop this one. Okay, now the other yellow tag
Stays.
goes back in the field.
Here.
Okay, now open this and all these get loaded.
Yeah, Michelle's holding it.
Yeah. These are a couple calves that didn't castrate. I just bought them. So we'll castrate them next Thursday when the veterinarian comes. So we're moving them out to make more room. Just pull it up some. That's a good sign of a calf that's got Holstein in it. They are very contrary. They don't float as good as a beef calf. Let it go in there. How's that?
Did you already shake these up?
Okay. Now you got it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're fine. So we've got two vaccines we're giving. It's Barvax, so this is your Clostridials for blackleg mainly. This one
Shut them in now.
is 2 milliliters, so that's the same as 2 cc's. This shot's going to be given subcutaneously, so that means it's going to be just underneath the skin. Some people like to do a tent method. Another thing you can do is get a shorter needle and just come in sideways into the neck. That way you're not going into the muscle on that injection. You want to space them about a fist width apart on the neck. So we're going to go in the neck region of this calf because that's the lowest quality of meat. So that way, because then when they go to the slaughterhouse, any spot where there's a blemish from a needle will be cut out. So you don't want to do that in the round or any other part of the body because those are higher quality cuts. So, there's the black leg. And then, you always want to check the label on the vaccines. This one says shake well. If you're using a modified live, it says to swirl it. So you always want to check the directions. The CCs are also different. So this is like a 10-way. This is Virus Shield 6. So this is going to cover all your respiratory, diarrheal diseases, things like that, any reproductive diseases. And this gets 5 milliliters. Just the black leg.
Okay, 5 cc's.
I did 2 cc's.
That's for sure.
Alright, we'll give another one.
I'm behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be
What's that? Okay, now this is wormer. I always use it first when I bring them in. It's a generic wormer. It's not a good wormer. But I rework these in 21 days. And then I give them a shot of Decamax.
Max.
Yeah, and that's an injectable. And then I seem to get better coverage that way. So this one goes, everything goes in, BJ, except the heifers. They get a little excited. Never had this problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's happening with the camera.
This is not a good setup. Probably one of the worst I've used. There wasn't much thought into doing this, setting this up. Be on it. This calf has horns. He's a crossbred. Next next Thursday we'll warn him also.
First time you ever hear me say that.
Yeah, say it louder.
Nope, not gonna happen. Sometimes they really like that.
Getting over here by us, aren't you, Wanda? To be safe.
Dummy. Did you deworm him? Yes. Oh, okay. All right. Let me pull that bar out.
I'm sorry.
You sit, fix her deep.
Yeah. Like Michelle said, these are sub-Q, so you do the needle at an angle. Did you tell her about the triangle?
I did. The triangle on the neck so it's the lowest quality
Yep.
of meat so it doesn't get damaged.
You're ready.
Alrighty. Cool.
Now, when we're working cattle, the deal is, whoever's catching them, if they miss, they buy lunch. So far, I have to buy lunch. But
So far, Gary's going hungry.
That's right.
Hey, going. Hold on.
What have you done?
My head's stuck.
That's a pretty meal.
That one doesn't count. Doesn't count.
That gives us a White Castle. While we're vaccinating, I'm trying to sort them according to one thing that I know. You try to keep them grouped size-wise.
Good.
Try to keep the heifers and the steers separate.
Eating good this year.
That's right.
You know, I was fine till you say it. Every time.
BJ?
I was aiming at you, BJ.
Come on, Lindsay. Just about a half. Because I'm going to do them again.
All done?
Most of the time, when you go to get a calf out, if you'll step behind the front shoulders, they'll walk forward. But if you stand in front of their shoulders, they normally don't walk. Just about a half. Let's see. Now see, this calf's smaller. I'll pin it with the heifers too.
In the back.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
good. As you notice, they're different colors. Most of these Smokies are out of the Charolais bull. This calf here is out of the Simmental bull. He's no longer around. He had an accident. Did you get this one?
Yeah.
We got 3.
I don't think what all we haven't talked about yet.
That's a heifer, 4. We got a heifer and there's 5. Let me, put this one back here. Okay, Michelle.
All right.
BJ,
What?
if you'll open that, they'll go out.
I know.
Might hit you, but they'll go out. Come here. Okay. This Ivamex for lice and worms, grubs. I got her. I done got her.
I was gonna put the bar in there.
Rule of thumb on worm and cattle is for Easter and Thanksgiving. Them's the best 2 times on your cows. And then your calves. Always Ivamex them when we wean them. Come back in 21 days. Then come back in 4 to 6 months. And then get them on a schedule. Ivamex, BJ.
Oh, yeah. You're good. My bad.
Oh, you're all right.
You spread it.
Yeah, great.
Alright. I'm gonna kill you.
Bane, edit that part out. Wrong way, buddy. Are you doing the tent method over there?
But
Are you like on?
yeah,
So did you catch him already? Okay. So this is how you do the tent method. You actually pull the skin out, grab a hold and pull it out and make a tent. And you're gonna go right down in that divot there. The thing to be careful of is to make sure you don't go through the other side down here and squirt the vaccine on the ground. But there's 2 ways you can do that, and both are considered subcutaneous. Is she good?
Yeah.
this calf here, her mom is about 19 years old. And she's Simmental, bred Charlie Angus bull.
No way. Okay.
Those are the ones that pay your bills right there.
What's that?
So those are the ones that pay your bills.
Yeah, he's March. I don't do the tent thing on if I'm on the right side.
Cause you right-handed?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Well, turn it loose.
Okay. Okay, so there's 3 different types of dewormer that's important to use. Gary talked about the different times of the year to use them. There's 3 basic ones. This is considered a pour-on that goes right along the back. These can get washed off in the rain faster, so you have to use them more often throughout the year. There's a type that you would use with a drench gun, and it's basically it's a 90-degree angle. You hook it in the side of the cheek of the calf, and then compress the button, and it dumps it, and they swallow it, so it goes straight to their gut. That one has really good results. There are some new injectable dewormers that are on the market now as well, and those last about 6 months long. They've also shown to have some fly control as well, so it's a pretty good product. But sometimes the combination of a couple of these will actually give you better coverage. And it's important to switch up the brands too, because they all have different active ingredients, so your parasites don't get immune to the dewormers. So it's important to kind of keep that in mind when you're planning out your schedule.
Good Smokies.
Right.
Which, that one's not a good calf, but this is the kind of calf. Yeah, I'll pull this calf out. This calf here is Maynard.
Oh,
Charlie Angus, yeah. She's a white Maynard. We showed her calf one year. Somebody did and done very good.
Yeah.
So I got my 7 calves for him, 3 back there, 1 there, and 3 of these. So, and then them's too big for me. They've done pretty good.